It's me, Ams. I'm back at it playing a game called Stanley Parable. Yeah, let's get to it. There we go. We're back at it playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It sounds like a bloody fast food.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, I can move the mouse. Alright, okay. How do I go? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. There's a voice speaking. But what's this voice, fam? There's a narrator speaking. Why is it
When
two doors?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not going to the left. Bro, never trust narrators.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah. That's me, fam. But guys, these are some hard jobs, you know. Oh.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Bro, they even have a vending machine, fam. Bro, can I get a drink or something, fam? Yo.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room.
Okay.
A room
Chill,
so
bro.
utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Okay.
Really worth it.
Bro, come beef me right now, bro. Come beef me right now.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh. Okay, I'm going in, bro. Let me see where.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I follow him.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the heck? Yo, I swear, if something starts moving, I'm dashing. Okay. So there's some spirits just going on, fam. Let's see. Okay. That's not suspicious at all.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Bro, extreme bathrooms and a timer as a book, because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. What kind of yapping is that, bro? What? But this just yap, you know. Okay, let me just get out the toilet, fam. What the heck? Okay, we were dying. I can't even open the door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 288. 2845.
28452.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random
Weapon,
buttons on
weapon,
the
weapon,
keypad,
weapon.
Stanley happened
Oh
to input
my
the
God,
correct
weapon.
code
What's
by
happening?
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
What
into
the heck is
newly
this?
opened passageway.
But what kind of boss is this, bro? This is definitely Batman, fam. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, the guy who's working for Batman, fam.
Descending
A
deeper
secret
into the
room.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Bro. Okay, on a level, yeah, on a level. If the boss chases me, yeah, I'm definitely dying, you know.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Therefore, Batman. Definitely Batman, bro. The boss is definitely Batman, fam. Left or right? Mind control facility or escape? Guys, what do you think? Escape. Oh, hell no. I'm not going there, bro. Hell no. If you know me, yeah, you know that long, dark alleyways, fam, or holes, it's not my strong suit, you know.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
What the?
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Bro.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Bro, do you know what this reminds me of? Do you know the cutscene in X-Men? Okay, where's my Batmobile?
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
Oh
true
my
nature
God.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Bro, fired. What the heck? I don't know what the heck company he's running with him.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Trust me,
Was this
fam.
the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, take me out of here. Take me out of here.
No, he refused to believe it.
Come,
he
fam.
couldn't accept it. His
Let's-
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What's going on? You just tell me that.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Is this a puzzle? Mind control, idle, away input. I turned it off. So no brainwashing, fam. No brainwashing. What's going on?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Yeah, tell me that, bro. Is it over, man?
Yes. He had won.
Get
He had
in.
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
What's going on?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
What the heck?
reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Okay,
Where
not gonna
had
do it.
his co-workers gone?
But
How
they
had he
definitely-
been freed from the machine's grasp? For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. Whatever life he lives, it will be his, and that was all he needed to know. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, can I go? Can I go? Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
See that?
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before
Trust
him.
me, fam.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay, where's my
And
boss, fam?
Stanley-
Don't tell me he died. Nah, bro. But come back. Don't go to the light, fam. Don't tell me I finished the game already, fam. What the heck? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone,
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Apparently there's loads of ending. Okay, do you know what I'm gonna do? Everything he says, do it. I'm gonna not do it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm going to the one on the right.
This
And
was
what?
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Bro, what are you yapping about? You just tell me that first.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
Okay.
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You lost your mind if you think I'm going there, bro.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Okay.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Excuse me, voice actor. What are you yapping about? You just tell me that right now. Bro, the guy's trying to violate me, fam. Do not jump from the cargo, okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
not
yes.
your enemy, really, I'm not.
Huh? Okay.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Who's been waiting, bro? You tell me that. Who's been waiting? This. Oh, shit.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Do
to
what,
reach
bro?
out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What in the yap is going on? What's this?
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Oh, hell
Hold on,
no.
sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
The bread.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha!
Oh my.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
Okay.
commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Lost your whole head, fam.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What? Bro, bro. Bro, what in the heck are you, bro?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Bro, get me out of here. Good morning. Press B, okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Excuse
and
me?
every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay, you're just yapping. I'll tell you that now.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to
Oh,
do.
yeah. Okay, listen,
Now
yeah,
he's
listen.
pushing a button.
Scrap me
Now
outside, fam.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except
Okay.
that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
Bro.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Hey, guys.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work
This
was a
guy's my up,
reminder
you know.
that none of it would ever happen to him.
Bro, why he's trying to violate me, bro?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
Listen,
imagined
listen.
that one day while at work, he stepped up from
Bro.
his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished
Bro,
off the face of
I'm
the
the last
earth.
man on the
The
earth, fam.
thought
How about that?
excited him terribly.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. What about that? Please press N to spend time with the boys any day of the month, fam.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay, mate. Okay, brother. Just
As he wandered
get me
through
out of here,
this
bro.
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
During this narrator, I promise you, just catch me outside, bro. How you violating my Stanley, bro? Bro, that's my guy, fam. You, bro. Don't violate him, bro. Why does she look so angry, fam? I'm sorry, fam.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and
Okay.
then again, and again, over and over, wishing
Okay.
beyond hope that it would never end.
Okay, V. I'm gonna press V again.
But there is no answer. How
What
could
the
there
heck?
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Guys.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
My wife just turned into a table. Are you deep in that? Bro, my wife just turned into a table. Actually, a whole desktop, fam. Like, what the heck? Even with a cup. Bro.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
Bro,
that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'ma press it. How about that?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Press G to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
But we're so different.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. And I tried again.
What the heck?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the heck happened? Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the heck is this, fam?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Okay.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Because
All
generator
because he
is an up.
believed everyone had vanished. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Bro, doesn't need to
And as
make
Stanley
sense.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Why can't I see my
Why did
feet?
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Bro.
Believing that if he's asleep,
Bro,
he doesn't
please
have
tell
to
this
take
guy shut up,
responsibility
man.
for himself.
Bro, I'm gonna
Stanley
die.
is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Okay, he's lost his head.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Bro,
After all,
I'm not closing
and he
my eyes.
invited himself
No,
to
no, no,
wake
no, no,
up.
no, no, no.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Bro,
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
what am I seeing, fam?
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
What's going on?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have
Bro.
a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
going
someone
on?
tell me I am real. I must
going
be
on?
real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Guys,
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I thought it was a guy.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
There's
But
no
on
way.
this particular day,
Stanley
her walk
died.
was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she
How did they
thought
look
to
like?
herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Okay, mate.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
So she stood
then
out,
she turned
the main
and
character,
ran.
yeah, and just walked away.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The border's a bit too bright, you know. Guys, bro, am I tripping? Because the last time I've been to the toilet, he didn't say this. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Plus, that's a lovely purse. Bro, what the? Take me upstairs. Oh. Upstairs. There we go. Guys. But take me upstairs, bro. bro, I'm guessing this lift is imaginary, bro. Like, what the heck?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known that.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Batman,
Easing, he stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Am I press this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I know what to do, I know what to do.
Horrible secret did this place hold?
I'm unlocking,
Stanley
I'm unlocking.
thought to himself.
Guys,
did he have the
I'm unlocking,
strength
bro.
to find out?
I'm unlocking.
No. He refused to believe it.
Come on, fam.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Trust me,
it was
fam.
unthinkable, wasn't it?
Yes,
was it even possible?
Do you know the code? Do you remember the code? 4285.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power,
Let's go,
he
fam.
knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But I'm doing on, fam.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah, bro. What's going on?
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were
What do you mean?
supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
Why?
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe
I'm
you'll
him,
find
fam.
this
What you on about?
pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In
What?
the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh, hell
How
no.
long until detonation then? Let's say...
Bro, tell me right now, bro.
2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them
Oh
is.
my God. The
More
door's open.
time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Bro, just-
You're gonna die anyway. I'll
Okay.
tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Oh.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office
I told
forever,
you it's
pushing
him,
buttons
bro.
endlessly and
I
then dying
told you it's
alone.
this brother, bro.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Bro,
rich.
what am I supposed to
I
do?
almost hate to
What
see
the heck
it
am I supposed to
go.
do?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Oh, shush, man.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stand watch you for every moment that you're powerless. 30
What am I
seconds
supposed to
until
do?
a big
What am I
boom
supposed to
and
do,
then
bro? What am I supposed to do?
no ending here. From the
Oh
moment we fade in
my
until the
gosh,
moment I
man.
say happily ever up.
Bro, what happened? Bro, there was still 3 minutes left. Oh my god, we're back here, fam. Okay.
That no man could ever hope to guess it. 2-8. 4-5. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
2, 8, 4, 5. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
That's the code. I need to put it. I need to lock in. I need to put it in my head, fam. Bro, come, fam. I'm him, bro. I have aura. How about that? What the heck happened? What the heck happened?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh my
Stanley
god.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real
Oh
story.
my god,
trapped
bro.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Bro, please,
Perhaps
fam.
his death was of no great loss.
Bro, let me jump there,
by
fam.
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
But I'm
to
sorry,
his
fam.
brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
You little piece of... Bro. No, fam. What happened?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Who are
In
you?
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I don't think so, you know. I'm alive.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Trust me, fam. Bro, give me this female in the...
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Bro, I'm
Do
him,
you
bro.
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already
Bro.
dead from the moment he hit start?
But what else is supposed to be, fam? Am I in the White House or something, fam? Am I in a museum? Office computers. What the heck did I just do? Oh, you meant. If you remember this year, I promise you, it's sick. But I just couldn't play, you know. Bro, guys, a selection of sounds used throughout the game when you have keyboard strokes. Okay. Take us out.
It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you had even the
Bro, what the f?
understanding of good and bad game design. Oh, I don't
course,
know.
how about being they're throwing a
probably
surprise
spend the next
penalty
hour
for
trying
him
to
for all
solve
his
it.
button pushing.
Here,
Does that
I'm just
sound
going to make
plausible
this
to
easy
you?
on you. Through the green door.
Kevin writing the voice. Oh, is that his name? Bro, Kevin
And
writing.
finally, Stanley
Good
stood
voice.
on the snow.
Bro, what's going on, bro?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Of course, sir.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What do you mean?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What do you mean?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
Bro,
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now,
I'm in,
and
bro.
it'll be your only true choice.
Bro, I'm in.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
guys, I actually died, you know. Guys, I actually died. Stanley's actually dead. What the heck is going
Hello,
on?
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit the whole thing.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay, Ultra Deluxe. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
But I better not see aliens, you know. I better not see aliens flying and everything, fam. Start shooting lasers and everything, fam.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
What the heck is this, fam? Oh, what the heck, fam? Come on, man. New exercise workout, man. Come on, Stanley. Come on, bro. Guys, what are you saying, fam? Look at this, fam. My guy's gonna look like Giga Chad, fam. Come on. Let's see. What do you mean? Bro, we did all that for nothing. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. Stanley!
There's no way,
come
bro.
over here. In the vent.
What's
I want to show you something.
I'm Batman, fam. Something like Batman, fam.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Trust
got me
fam.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What the
Take a
heck
look.
is this, fam?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
You're making it as if I'm ancient history, fam. There's no way, bro. They even have a screenshot here when they first uploaded 2013 on Steam, fam. How much was it back in the days? Does that say $25? Bro, that's sick, fam. Okay. Game creators, bro, what the heck is this? Oh, what's going on, bro? What?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art,
Well, that's
Stanley
sick, man.
Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that,
Okay, I don't know
Stanley?
about ever created.
Every
Oh.
game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
GameSpot.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, it's open.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
What the heck is this?
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
There's
I haven't
no
looked
way.
at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing
Steam
as well,
reviews.
weren't they?
Bro, it's not that bad, fam. Come on, man. There's
Honestly,
no way.
I could not be bothered
There's
to play
no
this
way.
game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Oh,
I'm not trying to be
okay.
funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Well, that's just
I suppose I
jokes,
could
fam.
write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Creator of the game actually put a bad review in the actual game, bro.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Okay.
Stanley?
Tell
I'm
him,
not
fam.
preachy, am I?
Tell him, fam.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
Nah,
Oh,
bro.
goodness.
Trust me,
This
fam.
is actually quite shocking
Broski,
for me.
you're not, fam.
Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Our winners keep winning, fam.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for.
Come on, man.
And I'm very proud
Come
to have
on,
delivered.
bro.
No more listening to me rambling on and on and
Come
on.
on,
No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue. The story and the choices.
I was gonna die after that, bro.
You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver
Bro.
a long, rambling monologue
You're
full of
yapping for a few
unnecessary
minutes.
verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Come on,
okay,
man.
so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Guys.
Do all of the choices...
There's no way I can skip again.
Oh, well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Bro.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
There's
45
no
minutes?
way, bro. You're gonna
It's not
yap for 45 minutes.
unendurable by any means, but it's... I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Don't
oh, my goodness. I have
Well, what the heck
someone
did I
to
do?
talk to again.
Bro!
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Not a single person to
Oh,
speak
my
with.
bad.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
Oh.
Me just talking?
Bro, look
But
at
it
the tree,
isn't,
fam.
Stanley. Comes not the story. None of...
What's going on?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
What's going on? Don't tell me he died. Don't tell me he's in the hospital, fam.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point.
Bro, I'm
it
sorry,
was meant
bro.
to speak
What
to
the
the
heck am I
human
supposed to do?
condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
What's going on? Bro, why did it crack? What's going on?
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
I'm
is
sorry,
never
man.
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
Bro, why is it raining? Bro, what the heck is going on in this building? What? Okay, what's going on here now? What's going on here now? Bro, bring the narrator back, fam. Bring him back. Okay, there's light. There's light. Bro, we need to escape, you know. We need to escape, fam. Bring that voice actor back right now. Bro. Bro, don't tell me the voice actor died, bro. Okay. I went from sun shining. Get me out of here, bro. Oh hell no, oh hell no, oh hell no. What the heck is this? Bro. Brother. Okay. Come on. What am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm in a Dune movie, fam. How am I even supposed to go this way? What happened?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'm definitely going in here.
Oh,
you know.
good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Go and show me. Oh, here we go again. Oh, it's... Bro, this game, yeah, is so sick, fam. Bro, they even took a screenshot, yeah, of all the, like, planning and everything, bro. That's so sick, fam.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a
What the
handful
heck
of
is that?
interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
What do you mean? Okay, let's go here. Stanley Part 2 exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. There's no way. Hey, Jun. Bro, that's so sick.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
There's no way it would say my name, bro.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified.
What?
Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
I never said my name.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Go on.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay, I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Go on.
Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm Jim right now.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I'm pressing it.
Jim.
Bro.
Yes, you see.
Trust me,
what
fam.
a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Trust me, fam.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Bro, this voice actor, yeah. Props to him, bro. Bro, don't tell me that. That's my new office. Red is the new orange. Oh, but that's so sick, bro. Infinite hole. The button that says the name. Okay, there's jump circle. Let's go to the other side.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh, the jump circle, fam. Oh, bro, I wanted to start jumping, fam. Can you find? Okay, what the heck?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Bro, that's sick. That's so sick, man. Collect them all. This is all.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday, Stepney. Come on, man.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Come on.
Get Well Someday it is.
Bro, what the heck, bro? I picked the blue one? Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Bro, it's blue, fam. It's blue. Trust me, it's blue, fam. Okay, we need to go to that merch right now. We need to go get... I'm gonna go on my phone. If this actually scans... This... Bro, there's no way. Guys, there's no way. There's no way. It actually is a QR code, you know. That's sick. Look, welcome to official website. Oh, bro, that's so sick, man. Guys, but that's sick, fam.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this
Go on.
fundamental problem
Cook.
with the game.
Start cooking, fam.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. As long as you hold on
You
to
better
the
not be lying
bucket,
to me, you
the
know.
many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Guys.
It's a much more convenient solution for me than
guy
actually
definitely has
redesigning the game to be
grade
less
9, grade-
uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a
Both
pain in the
English
ass that
language
would
and
be?
English
Yes,
literature, bro.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
What the fuck is that, bro?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in
Trust
fact,
me, fam.
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Trust me.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Come on, man.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Bro. Guys. I'm in a game that you don't even use buckets here, and I'm.
Does anyone give out
using a
awards
bucket.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Trust me,
That
fam. Tell
really
him.
should be an award if it isn't already. All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Nah, a bit more.
And we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Go on.
Okay, are you ready? Here it is.
Go on.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, okay. What the heck is that? But does someone just fart or blow off?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a
Wait.
different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I
Go on.
feel good
Start
about
cooking,
this.
bro.
Here we go.
Start cooking, bro.
Version 2.
Go on. Oh, what the heck is that bullshit, fam?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No
Well,
matter
we
how
love the
good
game
these
so
gags
far, you
are,
know.
they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Go on.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully,
mean?
of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen
on.
that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Go on. Start cooking, fam.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, let's see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building
There's no
where he was
way.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. Every month of every year was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Go on, what happened,
Something he would never quite forget.
fam? Damn me, fam.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Yeah, well, something-
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happen, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers
Bro.
were gone. What could
Look
it
at that.
mean?
Get well
Stanley
someday.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Go on. There's no way. The bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh my god, bro. The bucket, fam. Let's go. So the same toilet. Oh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley
There we go.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure
Oh.
of a job well done was 2845.
Oh. 2, 2, 8, 4, 5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Bro, it's the bucket,
Yes,
fam.
this is certainly the most logical explanation. Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Come on, man.
This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands?
You're a lifesaver, fam. Me and the bucket. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Guys. What are you saying, bro? Me and the bucket, fam. That's my brother, bro. Oh, no, I'm gonna die again. Bro, I'm gonna die. Bro, get me out of here, fam. Bro, just get me out of here, bro. Yo, voice actor.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself. And he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Oh my gosh, fam.
Farewell, Stanley.
No, please. No. Robin?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Yeah.
In a single visceral instant,
What
the
happened?
bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Bro, not the bucket, fam.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
No.
It was a glorious bucket to behold.
No. Free my guy, bucket, fam. Rest in peace, bucket. Bro, not the bucket, fam. Not the bucket. Not the bucket, bro. We've been through thick and thin, fam.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
What do you mean by that, mate? A stress bucket and an analog. Worrying negative focus. Bro, that's what I'm saying, fam. Guys, allow fidget spinners. Bro, just hold a bucket, fam. What's going on here, bro? What the heck is that? Is that supposed to be a spider, bro? Or a UFO?
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I got my bucket back. Come on, man.
But there is
I got my
something we
bucket
can
back.
do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh, hell no.
Let Stanley
Bucket.
die. Let him be crushed by the
No,
machine.
no,
Don't
no,
reset
no.
the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off
No,
with
no,
another
no, no.
beautiful bucket.
Bucket.
We can save the world's buckets from
Bucket,
their
help me,
treatment
fam.
as tools and implements
Bucket.
if only we let Stanley
No,
die
no, no,
together.
no, no,
The
no,
bucket
no,
shall
no,
take
no,
its
no,
place
no,
as
no.
ruler, as leader,
Come
as
on, man.
commander of a new
Yeah, I'm
world,
sorry,
a
fam.
new vision.
Okay, and I'm dead. Guys, and I'm dead. Bro, what's going on, bro?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Trust me, fam.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the one on the right. To the
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Guys, I never went through here, you know. What's this?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the heck is this? What is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
What about
The bucket
it, fam?
isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this
Bro.
bucket that they've never seen before.
No
Yes,
way.
I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Okay,
Don't
and
you
what,
want
bro?
another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Bro, okay, well, one second, guys. Before we even talk about anything here, why is there a full-grown billboard of a baby, fam?
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Okay.
Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Come on, man.
You're going to have to give something up.
But I think I'm not giving my bucket for no one, bro.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why
Nah.
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
No,
True, it
no
also was
Bucket,
not
fam.
in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character
No,
with
no,
so
no.
much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Nah.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and
No.
then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No, not bucket, bro. We've been here together, fam.
Damn bucket! Quickly now! The fans are waiting! Do it, the fans, Stanley! Give the fans what they want! Hurry and...
Bro, guys, what in the halo is going on, bro?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential.
I
We were
definitely
going to do
tried
such
to.
marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding
Bucket.
stories about
It's only me and you.
All of it squandered
Therefore,
now.
didn't try to throw you in,
Goodbye,
but come on, man.
new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Me and Bucket enjoying ice creams together, fam. Come on, man. Well, what kind of long word is that, bro? Somewhere both red and blue.
The broom closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these
Let's
little
go.
Stanley figurines.
Let's
and now
go.
I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Why am I
Where
flying?
is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Where?
Stanley!
Bucket!
It's me!
I can hear you.
The bucket!
I can hear you,
Could
bro.
it truly be? Stanley doubled
What?
over in agony and blacked out.
The bucket's inside of him. What the heck
This is
going-
the story of a woman named Mariella.
Go on.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh my god.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
Oh.
stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
Bro.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator
Free my
describing
guy, bro.
all of his actions.
Give him a
and how
bucket.
everything is predetermined, and free will is an illusion, and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Trust me, fam.
Perhaps he didn't even realize
Rest in
he'd
peace,
forgotten
Stanley,
his
fam.
bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the woman. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Bro, can I have your
But
bucket,
of
fam?
course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What? She backflipped to work? What the heck, fam? Is she an athlete or something, bro? What the heck? But what's going on, bro?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
Come on, man.
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Me and Bucket going downtown, walking
Stanley
around.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Come on, man. Okay, but this room still gives me creeps, you know. Somewhere with red and blue. A large room, lots of boxes. Large room, lots of boxes. Upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, that's still creepy. Me and Bucket going downtown
Stepping into
together.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Was 2845.
8, 4, 5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the
Come on,
bucket
man.
knew all along?
Bro, it's
Was
the bucket, fam. I'm telling you,
guiding
bro.
him?
Bro, this
Yes,
bucket knows
this
everything,
is certainly
fam.
the most logical explanation. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright. Let's go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do?
Brother, leave the bucket alone, bro. Come on, man.
At
Me
this
and bucket.
point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Come on, man.
And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Come on, bro. Free my guy bucket, bro. That's me and him, bro.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy,
Come on, man.
freed themselves from the tyrannical grip
Open
of
the
the
door,
evil
open the
mind
door.
control machine.
Open the door,
Freedom
bro.
was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live
Come on,
once
man.
they stepped through this massive door.
Brother,
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
I'm trying to
Stanley
fly,
wanted
fam.
to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of
the
them
heck?
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Okay, Bucky, you've
True,
lost your
it
man.
was a simple life they envisioned,
Lost your
but
whole
it
man.
was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait, why had the door stopped?
Brother,
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
bro, I'm not leaving the bucket.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Come on,
Not
man.
while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room.
Bro, I better not see Chucky popping out of nowhere, fam. Bro, bring me my...
I can't wait to tell this
Okay,
story
fam.
to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it.
I'm trying to think of what does he mean?
Upstairs to the boss's office. Bucket. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Guys, when you have a bucket with you, yeah, it's like you're invincible, fam. I'm not even joking, bro. Bro, I'm Superman, fam. But with a bucket. How about that?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Bro, I
This
got
is
the
what
bucket,
Stanley
bro.
thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Bro, I'm him, bro. Watch me. You see that? I'm him.
Farewell, Stanley, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Come on, man. Bro, I know it, bro. I'm him, bro.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in
Wait.
their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious
Guys.
bucket to behold. Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than... No man can own a
Wait.
bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Guys.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their
my bad.
treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler,
No,
as
no, no,
leader,
no, no,
as
no,
commander
no,
of a
no,
new
no.
world, a new vision for...
Okay, and I'm dead. Guys, I think the only thing is to do, yeah, is to go to the left door and then go press on the right button. That's what I'm gonna do now. Is that
We
my wife?
need milk, cereal, milk, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like.
So are you gonna buy it?
I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay, mate. Give me my bucket, fam. Give me a bucket, fam. Your bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled.
Come on,
Anywhere
man.
they went together would be perfect. Stanley clutched the bucket
right.
tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Guys,
but
you wanna
Stanley
see
had
something?
felt the bucket calling to
I'm gonna
him,
show you some
telling
parkour
him
moves.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
1 second, mate.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Brother, give me 1 tiny second, bro.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh my god. Come on.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Bro, guys, I'm telling you, bro, I'm cooking, you know. What the heck is this? What is this?
This day number 295.
What the heck?
Tape number, I don't even know. I've lost track. Longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Sunrise.
Sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the
Bro,
emptiness
I
in my
feel like
chest
there's someone by me, you know.
when I set it down doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
No,
I
man.
still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
That's my broski fam.
Why everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Bro, chill fam.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Chill, man.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
Oh, no, bro. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh, hell no, bro.
Stanley
Oh, hell
clutched
no.
the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I promise you, I know where it is.
But Stanley
Come
guessed
on.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door
going,
that
I'm going,
read
I'm going.
Mind Control Facility.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never!
Come on,
He
man.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
It has to be here, bro. Guys, am I tweaking? Bro, it has to be here somewhere. The red and blue buttons. Bro, there's red and blue. But if I can't find it, I can't find it, you know.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Bro.
To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Bucket.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
How'd you betray me like
Stanley
that,
was
bro?
prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
What the heck is that?
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
That one. What the heck? There's no way.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Don't tell me Sunny's a bird.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his
Come on,
hands.
man.
The one who had pointed him towards this
Give props
incredible
to
discovery.
the bucket, fam.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they
What do
spent
you
the
mean?
rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest
Bro,
birds
you
and
tell me
magic.
Sunny's been doing this his whole
Of
life.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, I need to find red and blue buttons. Oh, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it... the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm going left. Somewhere with both red and blue. Bro, where am I supposed to find red and blue, fam?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Guys, I think this is it for the video. I promise you, I can't think of anywhere to find the red button. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Comment any games you want me to play. Yeah, guys, this was a really long video. And see you guys.